What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Boom coming at you all with a brand new Supreme dropless video. Now, first things first, you guys are probably like, Boone, where was that live cop last week, buddy? Well, that's a very good question. I actually woke up crazy late that morning. I stayed up too late playing 2K. I'm a degenerate. Hey, I'm kind of nice on that bitch, but for real, I was super lacking. I woke up late. I did a screen recording. I tried to do a reaction after the fact, and it just didn't feel that entertaining, so I am sorry. It sucks too, because I was raging, bro. Like, if you guys went for the drop last week, PayPal absolutely shot the toilet. I'm actually kind of rattled. If PayPal keeps doing this all season, the next big week I'm actually fucked for, because yeah, PayPal didn't work for the first 5 minutes, but I did end up getting the reversible puffer jacket. I punished myself for not doing a live cop, so I spent $300 for y'all entertainment. We've seen those in unboxing pretty soon. I have to finish this FTP one. I'm super close to being done. This is the week it's gonna drop. I know I said it last week, but I promise. Let's get into covering this drop today. We have a collaboration to go over with Dickies that actually is pretty decent, alongside some lookbook items. So let me know if you guys are gonna go for anything. Let's get in this drop. Speaking of drops, you could throw one on the like button maybe. I don't know, man. Let's get in this video. I hope you guys enjoy. So first things first, as always, if you guys would like to join my private cook group browser, get assistance with going for some of these low-key releases, going for Supreme releases, any type of release really. I also do a write-up every single week of the best items to go for. I feel like I've been actually hitting on some of these call-outs. Although last week, I didn't really have a good one for y'all. I said the beanie, the red beanie, is a hold item long-term. I ended up getting the orange one. I don't know why. Something was just calling my name with the orange. It's currently doing the best, so take that for what you will. Hit this up on Instagram. You can get a free 7-day trial to join the group. But let's start talking about this week. There's no better way to start it than this alarm clock. Don't make me say the name. Psycho Said. You stupid. No, dude. Now, as you can see, this is a little pint-sized clock. A little baby shrimp dick looking cock. What? Clock. Clock. I meant, Jesus Christ. This thing is tiny. Like, you can see the quarter right next to it. Probably similar to the size of this Willie Mays signed baseball. Oh shit, little flex. Come on. And while I'm sure a lot of people probably want a slightly bigger clock, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I mean, Supreme is super overdue doing a wall-mounted clock. Like, how have we not gotten one of those at this point? I don't know. But we have gotten an alarm clock before, and last time it dropped, it sold out crazy fast. So I think the same is gonna happen with this. I believe the last one was digital. This is your like normal analog clock. Let me know if you guys are gonna try for this. I'm probably just gonna single card it, to be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna go too crazy this week. I'm still trying to debate if I get any Dickies items. I do think this alarm clock is gonna resell though, and if you do end up buying it, I would just try to sell it first day. The prices should be inflated. But I just mentioned Dickies, so let's get into talking about this Dickies collab, because it's an interesting one. It's not exactly what I expected. A bunch of corduroy items, a bunch of logos. That's where I was kind of thrown off. I was just expecting your casual, kind of low-key Dickies pieces, but there definitely is a lot of branding on this stuff. Let me know if you're digging it or not. Like, I like Dickies clothes, don't get me wrong. The logo itself though is nothing I've just like squirted over, so it being featured heavily on these items does have me a little like, ooh. Now, if you guys forgot the first Dickies collab they did, look what my cat did to these. I don't know if it's showing up, but the cat hair on these is absolutely preposterous, bro. My cat literally turned these into her sleeping bed. Like, there's like a box these are in that she just sleeps in constantly. So yeah, boys, we're gonna have to solve that issue. But I actually loved these pants. You guys probably think I'm such a disgusting human for how much hair is on those, but I definitely way prefer that quilted look with denim over this corduroy stuff. Like, I'm not a corduroy hater or anything. I'm gonna put y'all on game, man. These work pants, they're probably gonna be what, 138, 148. Uniqlo corduroy pants are the best bargain you can get when it comes to corduroy. They're like $30. They fit crazy nice, so comfortable, and they'll look almost the exact same as these. Now, these pants do have a little back hit on the pocket. It's a little sexy, alright, I'll keep it a buck, but I don't think it's gonna be worth its retail. This is really just for the personal stuff. Maybe I'd like it more if there was a color I was super about, but there's just no color that's really drawing me in with this collab, so the pants are gonna be a skip. Let's talk about the matching jacket. I think the jacket's a bit better. However, honestly, like, when it comes to corduroy nowadays, I really like it as an accent more so than like the main feature material. Like, corduroy as an accent can go crazy. Like, if this was just corduroy collared jackets, I'd probably be buying one, to be honest with y'all. But the all over corduroy, I'm not as crazy about. Maybe on the pants. For the jacket, not so much. Not that I'm a corduroy hater, I just truly, I think it looks better in like a smaller amount than just all over. So the jackets are also going to be a skip. Next up is the Dickies sweater. This one I definitely was not expecting. The black, the brown, both pretty solid here, But just I'm not gonna keep beating a dead horse. I just don't care about the Dickies logo enough, and I don't need a huge ass one on my chest, so these are also gonna be a skip. Although I do think it actually is kind of cool they did a knit sweater. I was not expecting that. But let's talk about my favorite item from this collab, and it is gonna be the overalls. I actually think these overalls are pretty sick. If I were to buy them, I'd probably go for the black pair. I think of all the Dickies stuff, this might be the best potential for having profit. I said the camo overalls on the last ones they just did last week, those are actually doing mediocrely. Like, they sold out decently fast, so I think the black overalls here again might be a decent choice. Supreme overalls always do pretty well. I actually got the last Dickies overalls they did, and I sold them for like 100 over retail, so I do think those ones were better. But if you hold these for like a couple months until around like January, February-ish, I think you could definitely get a sale of like around 300, maybe 280. If retail is only 198 or so, that's actually not too bad. Some money to be made. Probably the most potential to make profit on these of all the Dickies stuff. Next up, we have the two hats. So the beanies. The Dickies logo is way too big on these beanies in my opinion. I think these are going to be a skip. And same with the trucker, dude. The logo is just so fat. Also a corduroy trucker. I don't know if like that's going to really work for me. I don't know if I'm loving that. You guys know I love my Supreme truckers, but I think these are going to be a skip for me. I'm not expecting too much profit. I just realized I completely skipped over these thermals for the Dickies items. These thermals are terrible. We did not need an all over Dickies print. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not digging those. I don't know. As a whole, I like the Dickies collab, but it truly is for the personal. It's really not like a resell collaboration this week. Well, let's start talking about these Supreme Spain items. I forgot to make this joke earlier, but oh my God, some of the worst straight off bout looking ass Bangkok specials. We got the satin applique sweatpant and sweatshirts. These are corny to me, man. Like, these just look like something a fake company would be printing from Supreme. But that doesn't mean they're not gonna resell. Now, the hoodies I think are terrible, like really terrible. I hate that they put the logo like right down the middle. Like, I just think it looks horrific. But the sweatpants, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, there is some potential on them. Black color for sure is my pick. Go for XL. Usually XL sweatpants do better, but it's kind of hard to gauge sizes with pants these days. But I actually see some potential. They're like 148. The fact these are applique logos is definitely gonna help out. That's good quality. It's not like printed on. 168 pass on it. 148 black actually could be a pretty solid hold here. Try to multi-card it with something else. But God, do I hate these designs. Believe me, I'm saying they might have resale, more so the sweatpants, but I fucking hate them. They're so bad. But speaking of bad, we got these short sleeve tops that again, Supreme Spain alert. Like, the brown, the colorway is kind of nice, but like, I don't know, bro. Just a fat Supreme logo. I just not really feeling it too much. Kind of corny. I think it's hilarious they dropped this alongside the satin applique item. They're all going to be skips in my opinion, besides like the black sweatpants, but oh my God, Supreme. I can't wait for them to be done with these types of designs, but maybe they never will be because it probably makes them good ass money. I'm sure this stuff will sell out eventually. Next up, the slide keychain. Not going to be worth its retail. I'm sure it's going to be like 32, 34. I don't really understand the point of being able to slide out the letters. It would be really cool if you could make these into a bracelet, kind of similar to that Tiffany one that I should have fucking bought and I regret every day of my life. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But I don't really understand the purpose of them sliding out on this keychain, so this is gonna be a skip in my opinion. It's just gonna be too high of a retail. And oh yeah, another fake ass looking item, the reversible featherweight down puffers, bro. These look like some shit. I don't know, they just give me the vibe of, again, you would find this in China or something in some brutal fake Supreme shop. I don't know, they just so don't look Supreme. The dragon side is just ridiculous. That being said, the fact this is reversible could help it out. It's a down puffer. I don't want to quite give up on these. I just got the other puffer last week, so like I really am not going to be buying another. Sorry guys, you will see that puffer in a video. It looks like it's just the red colorway that has this dragon shit on it. I think the dragon shit's atrocious, to be honest. I would really just go for the black one here if I were to pick this up and hold it a bit. And there is some profit potential here, man. When it comes to these puffers, honestly, the simpler the better, and just having some type of logo hit helps. This being reversible helps. Downfilled featherweight puffers definitely have done well in the past with Supreme, but it is a risky gamble. I almost trust the flannel from last week a bit more just because it had that flannel side. So I'm gonna be skipping on these. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth the risk this week. It is gonna be really expensive. And next is these woven pattern hats. Honestly, I'm not really feeling these too much. They've done kind of woven pattern stuff before. Those designs were also better than these. I really don't have confidence in either of these. I'm almost disappointed. I wish we got like a more normal boonie. I guess they already did a normal boonie, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling this woven pattern too much on these hats. So I think both the cam cap and the and the Boonie are going to be skips for this week. We got the rose beanie. These actually kind of remind me of like older Supreme beanies. I'm not sure what it is with the design, but it just gives me that nostalgia factor. The blue here is really nice. So is the white. I actually see some low-key potential. These are pretty cheap. They're like $38, $40. You will have to hold them for a bit, but I've definitely seen some beanies recently performing not too badly. If you guys remember those new era ones, I was saying the white might actually have some profit, and I wish I went for one because it's now at 100. Beanies definitely still have some life to them if you can hold them, and it's usually one colorway that kind of pops off. I would guess the blue on this. I actually really like the blue or the white. The white also has the red rose on it, so either of those two. I don't think black's going to be a good choice on this one. That being said, I still might even skip it, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm really going to just try to go the alarm clock in a solo cart. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a big cart this week. But next up, the skull zip up hoodie. I really like this design, but I just don't need a hoodie. I've said it a billion times already, but I wish they just threw this design on a trucker hat logo. That would have been super sick. But on this, it's cool. The light blue color slate is super nice, but not gonna have profit. The nothing but beanie, these are pretty terrible. I don't know. I'm not really feeling these too much. They're really basic. They're not the worst, but not gonna have profit. And finally, the studded work shirt, which is just kind of dull. Looks pretty thin. That's gonna do it for the week. Definitely not the craziest. Like, they've been hitting us with some slower weeks, but it's been allowing me to get my money back up so I can go crazy for y'all on some of these other upcoming drops. Like I said though, I'm just gonna be trying to single cart this alarm clock this week. I think I really want to get one because I missed the last alarm clock they did. I do think it's going to be selling out fast, so I would kind of advise you guys to just single cart. I don't know if it's going to be worth the multi-cart, and try to sell it in the first day. That's going to be the best price you'll get for it. Besides that, a bunch of personals, maybe the black satin applique sweatpants like an XL, or maybe those Dickies overalls in like a black XL, but I really don't think this is a week you drop a lot of money on. So yeah, it's been your boy Boone. Live cop on Thursday. I promise y'all I'm not going to skip it again. An FTP live cop probably like Friday. I think Friday I should be able to be done with it, so I'm sorry for the wait on that, but it's been your boy Boone. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I hope y'all did enjoy. Live cop, I promise y'all I got you. I'm out. Peace.